sharing with you guys our recipe for chicken patties. I already did on my channel. The first pastry I did was pine tart. Second pastry I did was the cheese roll, Guyana style. And today I'm going to be doing my chicken patties, Guyana style. So we're going to show you guys step by step. But before I do that, I would like to say that I hope all you guys are doing well, keeping safe, washing your hands, wearing your mask if you're going out, and make sure you're cooking healthy for your family. Remember to drink those vitamins and keep yourself safe. So guys, for the chicken patties, I had 2 large chicken breasts that I washed and cut into very, very small pieces, as you can see. And then I add some of my own homemade green seasoning, which is some fine thyme, broadleaf thyme, green onion, and garlic, and some pepper. And that's the green thing you're seeing on top here. And I add half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of Chinese sauce to give a color. And I'm gonna mix this in well. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it in the fridge about half an hour because, like I said, I always like to marinate my meat with grind or blend up seasoning so it can get right through the meat and flavor it up well. And the Chinese sauce, what I'm putting in is to give it that nice color so the chicken doesn't look too white. And another thing that you can make this chicken patties with too, you can use ground meat, but for some reason I find the ground meat is too dry when you put it in the patties. And you can use you can blend you can steam out the chicken breast, and you can strip them out. That's another way as well. But I like to cut them into small pieces, like very, very small pieces, because after you make the patties and when you bite into it, you're gonna get nice little chunks, which I find is different. But whichever way you like best, you can also do it that way. So I'm gonna leave this about half an hour in the fridge to marinate, and then we'll come back and show you guys the next step. So guys, for the seasoning that I'm gonna add to the chicken, even though I marinated with a little bit of seasoning, I have 2 green onions, and in my marinade I have a lot of garlic, so I'm only gonna add 1 garlic. And I have 1/4 of an onion that I'm gonna cut up into small pieces and add it. And in the chicken patties, you can add any vegetables of your choice. You can add green peas, you can add corn, you can add carrots, and you can cut up whatever vegetable you like. I know some people put spinach as well, but today the only vegetable I'm gonna put is 1 carrot, and I'm not gonna cut it into cubes. What I'm gonna do, I will grate it and add it to the end, so it's gonna be nice and sweet. And when you eat the patty, you will be able to taste that nice freshness of the carrot. I have about a teaspoon of coconut oil in my pan, and this is the chicken we had marinating. I said for half an hour, but now it's like 2 hours to the exact, but it doesn't matter. The longer you marinate it, the better for you. So I had cut these chicken into very, very small pieces instead of using ground chicken. I'm using chicken breast. I have 2 chicken breasts that I cut into very small pieces, because I like when you make this patty that when you bite into the patty, you can still feel nice little bits of chicken pieces, because for the ground ground chicken I find, and because I don't buy ground meat, I like to make my own ground meat. But when you use ground meat, I find it's too dry for this recipe. And what you can do as another substitute, you can also boil the chicken breast and strip them into small pieces as well before you do this. But this is one other way that you can do it as well. And I really like this way because if you look in here, you can see how nice little pieces. It will be nice bite pieces in your chicken patties. So I'm gonna cook these up until it's done cooking. Like, you know, guys, chicken, we have to cook them properly. But before I leave it to cook, I'm gonna add some garlic, the 1 clove of garlic that I cut up. I'm gonna add it in here so that garlic can get infused properly into the chicken, and then I'll keep adding the other stuff as I'm cooking. So we'll come back and show you the next step. We're gonna check this. It's cooking nicely. I see some water in here and it looks nice. I like the color, but I like it to be a little bit the color to be a little bit stronger, because when you break your patty, you don't want to see white chicken and white dough. That's for me. I like to see that the chicken inside color is a little bit darker than the dough. So now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna add a little bit more of black pepper, which is like half a teaspoon, because we had already add half a teaspoon on the marinade. So I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of black pepper. We want to flavor up the chicken as much as we can because the dough doesn't have a flavor. So when you flavor your chicken, it's going to make this patty very, very tasty. And this here is optional. I'm going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice. But it just gives that nice little flavor. So 1/4 of a teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice. I just like that extra flavor that it gives to the chicken, and it's looking nice, right, Jessica?
Yeah.
You see a little bit more brown color now?
Yes.
And now I'm gonna add my onion and green onion because I didn't want it to cook out too much. I like when you can still feel the texture of the onion and the green onion into the chicken. Some of the flavor is gonna go into the chicken, as well as when you bite into your chicken patty, you're gonna get that nice bite of onion and green onion, which is very, very nice and delicious. So we're gonna let this cook a little bit until it's softened a little, and then I'm gonna add, because I like when the color is nice, half a teaspoon more of Chinese sauce, which is gonna give that rich color that I'm looking for. And I think this half a teaspoon would be just good enough. And this color is changing already, right? And this smells so good. You can dip this up as it is and eat it with a spoon. You can make stir fry with this. You can make fried rice, chow mein, anything of your choice. And guys, to give a little punch in this patty, and because Guyanese people love to have spicy food and they like to flavor up their food well, I'm gonna add 1 Marinate pepper to this dish, and I'm gonna add it right now. And this is gonna give a nice, super flavor, a nice kick and bite into that patty. So guys, this is done. I'm gonna taste to see if it have enough salt, because I put some salt into the marinade, but I didn't want to add more salt to overpower the dish with salt. I'm gonna just taste a little piece, and if I have to add more salt, I'll add it at this point. Let me see here. Wow, it tastes amazing, but it still need a little bit of salt, which is like half a teaspoon I'm gonna add right now. But that's just the perfect taste that I'm looking for. And there it is. That Marinate pepper really give it a bite. So because the dough has no flavor, guys, that the pepper and all the other ingredients that I add into here will make it super delicious. So I'm going to turn this off, leave it to cool down because we don't want to fill the pastry dough when it's still hot, and then I will come back and show you guys the next step. Okay guys, so now we're going to fill those, we're going to fill the pastry with the chicken that we made. And before I go ahead and do that, the 1 carrot that I grated, I didn't cook it into the chicken because I want it to stay fresh in the patty. I want it, when you bite, you can still taste the fresh sweetness of the carrot. So what I did, I'm going to add it now just before we fill it in. And I'm just going to stir it up so we get it mixed into the chicken well. And look how beautiful that looks. And Jessica can tell you guys how this tastes and how it smells.
That tastes like the real patty filling, and it smells really good with all the spices inside.
Okay, so that looks beautiful, right?
Yes.
Guys, I have my pastry dough here. It was sitting in the fridge since yesterday because, like I mentioned in some of my previous pastry video before, if you make this dough ahead of time, it will be way easy for you when you're ready to make whatever you're working on. And I think I should cut this in half so it'd be easier for me to work with. And guys, this pastry dough, to find a recipe, you can go back to my pine tart recipe, and the full step-by-step way how to make the dough will be on there, but I'll link it in the bottom of this this video. So yes guys, I will leave in my my pine tart recipe, you will find how to make the dough. And as long as you make the dough one time, it's so easy. It's just the filling for the next pastry that you're going to be making. And I can also leave the recipe below and you guys can see how to make this. So I'm going to roll this out and we will cut pieces from this part and keep on working until this one is done, and then if we have to use the other part, because it's easier to work with a smaller piece of dough than to work with a huge dough. So I'm gonna roll this out and then we'll show you guys the next step. Guys, I'm gonna use this little bowl because this is the perfect size that I'm looking for, and I'm gonna cut my pastry dough with this, and you want to put it as thin as you can because you don't want it the pastry to be doughy. You want it to have a nice thin crust with the most flavor that you're going to be looking for is the filling. So this one here, I'm going to get quite a few out of it. If you take your time and cut them well, you'll be able to get quite a few out of them. So it looks like this was a good size that I made. And the edge, for the edge, you don't throw them away, guys. You can roll them up in a ball and use it to make some more. If you're not going to use it the same day, you can always use it on another day. So look at that. Look how beautiful that came out. So out of this, we have 3 and 6, 9, 10. And out of this is the remainder from the outside. We'll get some more. But I'm going to show you guys how we do this. So guys, we're going to fold it like that, and then I'm going to put some egg wash at the end like I did with the other pastry, and this is to seal them so they don't so they're sealed with the top part. And this one goes a little bit different. This one goes like that, and you put this on top, and this is going to seal down here like I said for our pastry in Guyana. And you take a fork and then you just press down the edges to seal them. And that's how you know in Guyana if there's a whole tray of pastry and they're different kinds, you can differentiate the pastry by the shape and the design that they have. The pine tart would be the triangular shape, the cheese roll would be the rectangle shape, and the chicken patties will be the round one with the beautiful French edge. And that's how you know that it is a chicken patty. You can also cut off a little bit on the edge, but you can leave it just like that. So this is one, guys. I'm gonna put it here.
That looks so good, Mom.
Yeah, on the baking sheet, and then I'll keep putting out, I'll keep doing more and more, and that's how you know if you're in a party and there's a whole bunch of pastry and there's no one to ask which pastry it is. You go right away to the one with the shape that you like the most, and that will be the pastry that you will choose. So I'm gonna fill some more, and I will keep on filling them until the chicken is done. And once the chicken is done, I'll put them into my 350 oven, and I'll cook them for 20 to 25 minutes because the chicken is already cooked. At this point, the only thing that needs to cook is the pastry dough, and that will take 20 to 25 minutes, and then it'll be ready. So this is something that you can make ahead of time if you are doing it for a party or if you have guests coming over. But if you want, you can make it like half an hour before your guests arrive, and you will have them to serve hot out of the oven, which is a very nice nice thing as well. So it doesn't matter right away, or you can make them ahead of time. So I'm gonna keep filling these, and then we'll come back and show you guys the next step. Another way how to do some, the Jamaican patties, they put them half triangular. Semicircle, sorry, like a semicircle or a moon shape. And you know exactly that these are Jamaican patties. But for our Guyanese patties, they make like the wrong shape and the fringe on the end. And that's how you know, another way for you to tell where the patty come from. So what we're going to do here, we're going to make one like how the Jamaican do the half semicircle, because sometimes when we go to a West Indian store or anything and there's patty selling fresh patty, we will buy patties for the kids, and they love to have fresh patties. Or sometimes I would buy the box frozen one and give them for school when I can't make, like if I'm working and I'm busy that month and I don't have time to make it, I will buy a box just for when you really busy and you can't do anything. And it always come in handy when the kids need a snack at home or something like that. So this is another way that the Jamaican do theirs. They put it like that, and they make it a semicircle, which is like this. So you put the egg wash all around again, and then they make it like this, which is bigger than our patty. But you know exactly that when you see one like this, it's a Jamaican patty, and you can differentiate again by the shape of it, where it come from, and how it looks. So I'm just making one to show. And if you don't like to make it the wrong Guyanese way, you can always do it like this as well. It doesn't matter. The best way it works for you, that's how you can do it. So that's another way. There's so many other ways. You can make it into squares. You can make them into triangle if you like. But I'm just saying that if you have a party and you have more than one pastry in back home, that's how you can tell from the shape. There's one more patty that one more pastry that I have to make, which my daughter loves so much, my camera person and my editor. It's the Chinese cake. So that will be the next thing coming on my channel, but I think this will be the third pastry I'm doing so far, but very soon we'll be doing the Chinese cake. Guys, out of this batch, we got 14 out of this batch. So what I did, I had lots of dough that I made and I have in the fridge. So I make until the chicken that I prepared to put in the filling was done, and then I stop making. So with that amount of chicken, and it's 2 chicken breasts that I use, I got 14 out of that, which is a nice amount. And I am sure that everybody in the house will enjoy. It's never too much to have lots of pastry in the house, because I know as soon as it's done, everybody will come and say, can I have one, Mom? Can I have one? And I like to try myself to taste and see how it looks. So these are all here. I'm putting the egg wash, and the egg wash would help it to get that nice color, that nice brownish yellowish color on the top that make it even more beautiful when it's done cooking. And that's what I'm putting on here right now. So I'm trying to put as much as I can so I can use up all the egg wash instead of leaving back any. So these are all, I'm gonna put them in my 350-degree oven, which is ready right now. And then I'll leave it for 20 to 25 minutes in the oven, and then they'll be all done and ready to test. So I'll show you guys when it's done.
Yummy!
Okay guys, 25 minutes to the exact. These babies are done. Look how beautiful they look. I'm so excited. They look like, actually they look like mini turtles. But they're done, nicely done, just came out of the oven. I don't want to break it now while it's hot. So I'm going to let them sit for a little, and then I'll show you guys the inside and let you guys know how it tastes. But these look amazing. Okay guys, so they're still warm, and I just want to break a big one so you guys can see the inside. It's still actually very warm, and look how fast this is breaking. It's so soft and so crunchy. Look at that, Jessica.
Oh my god. That looks so amazing.
It looks so good. And like I said to you guys, I didn't ground the meat before I cook it. I leave it in chunks because I really like how it tastes with the chunks, and the meat is flavored so well, guys. So we're gonna do a taste test, me and Matthew, and we're gonna let you guys know how it tastes. So Matthew, if you want to come here and hold it like the cone point downwards, because all the filling is going to fall out. Come over here and let me know what you think. I know you guys like pastry a lot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so good.
You like it?
Yeah, this is the best.
Okay. Well,
I love it how you left it in chunks. Please subscribe, like, and
guys, I'm gonna taste, and here I have my pine drink that I made the other day. This goes so well with pastry. Pineapple drink and pastry, freshly made, hot out of the oven. You can't go wrong. So I'm gonna taste this and let you guys know how it tastes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, the pastry itself is so flaky, so nicely cooked, and the chicken is so well seasoned. I can even taste the carrot, the little bit of sweetness, and that garlic. Jessica, you're trying to grab my patty.
Yeah.
And the garlic and the onion and everything else, and a hint of thyme that I add into the seasoning. Oh my god, guys, you have to try this recipe. So I'm gonna be eating the rest of these and sharing with my family. Hope you guys like the step and can try this for yourself. Just let's know what you think.
Okay. Oh my gosh. That tastes so good. Inside you can taste all the flavor. What my mom seasoned this chicken with, like the pepper, the black pepper, the Chinese sauce, the 5-spice, and all the carrots. Guys, this was amazing. Remember to check out our other videos. Bye for now.